Hi guys, welcome back. I know I've been Maya for some time. I have missed filming for 2 weeks. I've been busy with a whole lot. I even prepared this episode. Like I had to write out what I'm going to talk about. That was 3 weeks back, and I don't know, I kept on having so much coming up that I wasn't able to film as I'm supposed to. But today I am going to film finally. So welcome back, and today we'll be talking about small business branding checklist. So I've got that question a lot. How are you able to build people's businesses? How are you able to help people start up something that they've always wanted to do, but they don't even know how to create a structure around it? They don't know what to do. They don't know how to just put it out there. They don't know if they could have something more organized. They don't know their left from their right. So if you're that person, then this is for you. Alright, welcome back. Small business branding checklist. You could call it small business branding checklist, or you could also say it's the to-do list for whoever is thinking of starting something for themselves. You want to start a side hustle, you want to build a business, whatever, if you need a structure for it. And I think this is for you. So the first thing I wrote down here is that you should research on your niche. So you have a niche, you have something that you want to start doing, and you have other people. There's nothing new. You will certainly find other people doing exactly what you're doing. So what you have to do is to research your competitors, your pricing, where you could get your materials, your consumer, and the taste. So like me, I know the kind of people around me, and I know what they can afford. I know the kind of people that need that product I sell. So I have to know the price range of what these people can afford and sell at that price, or look for how to get or source for materials at that price. So research on your niche. That's the first thing you should do. Then put it in writing. So it's enough to do all the research. What about writing them down? Put them down. Write out all the things you're going to need, which includes your products and services, your consumers, your competitors, your weakness and strength, your operation plan, your marketing plan, and your finances. This is a big part of it. So you're going to put down your operation plan, how you plan to run the business, and how you're going to source for funds. If you're going to use your savings, if you're going to ask for friends, if you're going to ask from family, if you're going to do stuff based on how people place the order, so you're just going to concentrate on marketing, but whatever, you have to put your finances in check so you know if you're making progress or you're going in circles. So you also have to document your visual and digital needs. This can be overemphasized. Your logo marks, your brand colors, your fonts and patterns, your business cards, packaging and welcome packages. Packaging, I mean, like what you're going to, that if you're going to be selling a product, you have to put inside some sort of cover. So you're going to brand all of that. Your thank you cards, your discount cards, your digital needs like your website, your e-commerce site, your social media accounts, and everything you need to put yourself on the digital space. Times have changed. It's no longer like before where everyone has to go to a particular place to buy a particular thing or maybe have a website. Now people are looking out for ways to reach their target audience by going digital. So your photography and your convincing content, like you really have to, content is king. Like I said, that you have to put in all the work to make your content stand out from your competitors. On you actually have to take that time to decide, okay, this is what this person is doing that I'm not doing well, so this is what I should do differently. And having all this in mind is one thing to have them in mind, another thing to actually put it into writing or put it into action. So for me, I'm about, okay, fine, this is what I want to do. I've written them out. It helps me have a clear focus of where I'm headed. Then I start with what I have. It doesn't matter if I don't have my brand name ready. If I have my personal page, if I have friends and family, I tell them this is what I do. I put out stuff there. I tell them, oh, I can do this, please patronize me. If possible, give them family discounts. And over time, you see yourself getting better. They refer you to, the fastest way to get better clients are from old clients. So your old clients refer you to new people. And these old clients, for starters, can be family. Even if you meet a stranger for the first time, it's okay to give them a discount. So from the beginning, you see yourself trying to put out stuff and making sure that you're convincing enough for people to get what you want. So now I want you to sell the value of your product rather than the fact that you want them to buy from you or the price. So you have to sell the value of the product rather than the price. So I have 3 W's for business that I want you to write down and answer personally, even before you start implementing most of what I have talked about in this video. Who do you plan to serve? Who are your target audience? Who are these people that you want to buy from you? What is your offer? What do you have from them? What are they buying from you? That thing that you want to sell, what effect will it have on their lives? What value are you adding to them when they buy that stuff from you? When will you launch? It's okay to have all these plans, but it's very important to have a specific timeline as to when you're going to launch. Me, I've always said, oh, I'll come on YouTube, and I never had a timeline for it. So when I moved into my place, I was like, oh, I don't have any excuse again. I actually had excuses. I said I didn't have a table and chair then. I sit on my bed to do my videos. I also said I didn't have proper lighting and all of that. But my dear, there is no time. You actually have to do what you have to do when you have to do it. So yes, I have started. Over time, you find out that you actually get better. You learn from your mistakes and you get better at it. The fourth W is, where will you sell? So you have to actually decide. I said I'm coming to YouTube. I also said I have Instagram. I also said I have Facebook, and all these accounts are very active. So where will I sell? I section a particular social media account or a particular avenue where I'm going to sell. I looked at e-commerce stores. I have products that I want to sell on e-commerce stores, and yes, I've launched them and they are on those e-commerce stores. You could use Jumia, use Konga, you could use Gigi, whatever e-commerce store works for you. So for me, I'm like, this is where I want to sell. If you can afford a website, fine and good. Launch an e-commerce website and push the e-commerce website. Over time, you could even monetize your e-commerce website where people have to do ads on that. I'll do that. I'll do another video on that particular topic. But for now, I want you to decide on where you want to sell and make sure that you make maximum use of those avenues. People sell on Instagram and they make so much money from selling on Instagram. This is the same avenue where people just come and post pictures and go. People grow influencer pages from Instagram. So yes, you could actually sell on this side. Why do you do what you do? So after the 4 W's, the last W is why you do what you do. You have to be able to convince us. Like, you should be able to tell me why I should buy from you. You should be able to convince me why you're passionate about this thing. It shouldn't be because, oh, Latifa is doing it and she's making so much money from it, so I should also do it. It's in vogue. When it goes out of fashion, are you going to run away from the business? And for me, it's not about also writing out all these things or talking about how and what you're going to do and when you're going to do it. For me, it's about implementation. Like, write it down, action plans, and go forward. Like, do it. In the next 3 to 5 years, this is where I'm supposed to be. In the next 10 years, this is where I'm supposed to be. And work towards it. Nobody is saying you must achieve it in those 10 years. But the fact that you've put yourself in that situation where you're going to keep working and keep getting better at it, you will see yourself naturally tilting towards the plan that you've always had. So from time to time, why you also need to write this down is so that from time to time, when you're moving in another direction, you go back to the drawing board and say, okay, I plan to do this and I'm going this way. Maybe I should come back, or maybe I should try this. Oh, this is what is in vogue. This is what people are trying, and this is how they're able to get new clients. This is what I should do. Try to tweak those plans you've had. We're not saying cancel out the plans, but try to tweak them in a way that they would still be valuable. They'll still be able to convert. The goal is to start a business and make profits. In as much as profit should not be the bone of contention when starting a business. Starting a business to make profit, but it shouldn't be the head or the reason you're going into this. First of all, that shouldn't be what the customer should feel. The customer shouldn't feel like, oh, she wants to make profit, that's why she's here, she wants to make money off me. But the customer should feel like, oh, I need this, and this is the value this is I am adding to me, this is my kind of person, and this suits my kind of person. So I think we should look towards that side. Implement. It can't be overemphasized. Implement whatever you've written out. Try your best to implement everything you've written out. So I think I've said a lot already. I promise I'll try my best to be more frequent with these videos. I think they're supposed to be weekly, and I'll have so much other stuff I'm going to tell you about small business, engineering, and fashion. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Bye.